Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, then it's great to see you back again, and if you're new and you're interested in all things hairdressing, then please subscribe to my channel, turn that notification bell on so it lets you know when I've uploaded a new video, and please give me a like and leave me a comment, let me know you've been here. It's great to hear your feedback. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a half head or T-section of highlights. This is on my daughter, so don't worry. I know we are in lockdown here in England, but she obviously is in my house. So I'm going to be using bleach to lift the highlights. The bleach I use is Schwarzkopf Blonde Me bleach because I absolutely love it, and it's got the bond enforcer in it, so it allows me to go that little bit extra with my peroxide, give that extra lift in the hair, and also without compromising the internal bonds and doing it as safely. And I just love the clean lift that it gives me. So to start with, I've used 20 vol or 6% peroxide. This is just because I want that extra lift. It's been a while since she's had her roots done, so I just wanted to lift cleanly and nicely up to that 3 to 4 shades. And then when I get up to the top, I will move up to a 9% or a 30 vol, just so they don't need to be on so long and they will lift quicker, and we want it light around the face. So I'm starting off, I've sectioned off the top middle section where the parting is, and I'm just putting a few around the back. She has got a double crown, so I wanted to make sure that when the hair falls and parts at the back, it doesn't show any dark patches. I want it to look like it flows all the way through as it moves. So we're going in, we're just doing a few around the crown. I'm taking really fine sections and really packing them in because she likes to be as blonde as we can possibly get her. And so I'm just going to carry on doing these up to the top until we get to the sides. So here we are, we've reached this side. This is the first side I've done. Now when I go up my sides, I don't go up towards the top of the head, towards the top section. I go kind of diagonally back towards the crown. This way, because she wears her hair up a lot, it allows it, when she wears it back, she gets that natural flow without having any lines where you can see where the highlights have been on the side. And it just allows me just to do it that look that little bit more natural as it sweeps back, and she tucks it behind her ears or the wind blows it, all that. So when I'm putting my bleach on in the foils, I'm doing it on the roots obviously, and then I'm dragging it down into the rest of the hair, just where there's previous darkness, just so I can blend it. I can lift the bits that didn't touch before last time we highlighted it. I can get them to lift up a bit, get it all that overall lightness and much lighter. And when I get to the ends, I kind of fade it down and blend it in naturally. I really don't want to put any more bleach on the ends because they've already been lifted previously. The hair is on the ends is a good few years old. As you can see, it's really long hair, and plus she won't let me cut it today, which I'm dying to, but she won't have it. So just to keep them ends as in great condition as we possibly can, I am leaving the ends out, and I'm just kind of flicking them out the sides before I fold my foils up. So now both sides are done, we move on to the middle section, which is going to be the top, the area that is mostly seen and open to daylight, and is going to frame her face as it falls up in the middle parting. So when I start my top section, I really pack them in and then front through sections around the hairline, because I feel like if I can get it really light with almost a block of colour there, it really frames her face well, lifts those cheekbones and gives a lovely outline to the whole hair, and the way it will flow naturally all the way down with it being long. So I really pack them first few sections in, take really fine baby light sections, but lots of them with hardly ever any hair in between. I also will go back over this at the end, and any little bits of hair that are left in between, I will also put them in foils too. It just at the end, you will just see, it just creates such a difference and just makes it that little bit more on trend right now with that kind of money piece that they have around the front. So I'll continue working that all the way back, and when it falls in that centre parting, it will just look more natural doing it this way. So now it's time to tone. I gave the highlights about 30 minutes maximum, and then I took them all out, rinsed and gave it one shampoo. So now the hair is freshly shampooed. For the toner, I'm using a Wonder Bar product. It's 1189. Now, for those of you that have watched my videos before and you're thinking, I thought you used Wella, this is a new range that I've been looking into. I wanted to maybe start stocking a few of them. So I wanted to give these a go as toners, really. I've heard a lot of great reviews about them, and hence why I'm using it on my daughter as the guinea pig to test it out first. So I've used 60 grams of 1189 in Wonder Bar. The ratio is 1:2, so I will then use 120 grams of 1.9% because we don't want to lift, we just purely want to tone the highlights that we've just done. I've used a full tube of colour because she had so much roots and she's got such long thick hair, so we need to make sure we can really saturate it all well. So I have used the whole tube of colour, 60 grams, and then 120 grams of the peroxide. So when I apply it, I'm just applying it to the roots first. Obviously they're the freshest done, so I'm going to go straight in on the roots. Now obviously we've only done half a head, so underneath there's no freshly highlighted roots, so I don't really need to worry about them so much, but there is the ends where the previous lightening has been done, and to blend it we will need to cover them first. But the way I'm applying it, I'm just putting on a hot cross bun section, getting it all over the roots and around the hairline, and then as soon as I've put it on the roots, I will then go straight in and putting it all over the ends, making sure it's covered evenly. I'll give it a good comb through, go over it again to make sure no bits have been missed and it's all well covered all through every piece of hair on her head. And then I'm probably going to leave it for about 25 minutes because we want it to do the maximum it can to the blonde and give it that real ashy silvery, really blonde white look that she wants. So we've washed the toner off and conditioned it, and before we styled it I used some oil and a heat protect spray, and this is the finished look. I am so pleased with it, and so is she. The colour is beautiful. It's that real nice icy silvery white blonde. It looks absolutely stunning. What do you think?